Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, motherfuckers, scumbags. What's going on there, people? What's up? What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here, and Nick. Back to you again with my second video of the night, my final video of the night. This time on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to this channel and all my other channels down below in the description box. Find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to share this video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that fucking bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever, oh baby, ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. Damn, I got an itch in my back. Fucking itchy. But it is what it is. What it is. Yeah, I got some. I'm itchy, so it is what it is. So that's all I gotta say about that. So don't forget to like the video, dislike the video. I don't really give a shit what you do. But come on in the chat, act a fool, and leave a comment in the chat about anything you want. Open forum. We can talk about AEW. We can talk about NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or your local indie fed if you want, or anything else in the world of sports and current events, or whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But that's it. But be respectful. If you're gonna be a troll, get the fuck out of here. That's all I gotta say about that. Nick, I don't even know if I even modded you on this channel. If I didn't, I'll do it. I'll do it after the video. So just remind me after to mod you on this channel. I think I have you modded on most of my channels. So it is what it is. So if you're gonna come in and fuck around, Nicky Boy's got a trigger finger, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. So like the video, do whatever you want. Subscribe to my channels, all down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on social media. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications. And if you're not getting my notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Thank you for the free view. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell, turn on my notifications, and you should get my notifications right after that. But if not, then all I can tell you is to search my name and go to my channel page and go watch them there. That's all I can say about that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, check out my rant down below in the description box where I expose a liar today. Just watch the video, and that's all I gotta say about that. Once again, we expose liars around here. Especially liars who clickbait a lot and don't tell the truth and don't give a source. And that's all I gotta say. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. And you think I'm lying? I don't lie. I tell you the truth, motherfuckers. Been doing that for 12 goddamn years, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll continue on, my friends. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this on this hot, steamy, yucky, humid pile of bleh night, late Wednesday night. It's hot. It's hot. In here, it's hot. Well, besides myself, but it is what it is. That's why I'm, practically naked for you guys. But I'm not naked. I'm just kidding. I got shorts on. Don't worry about it. Even though, the ladies want to see my super cock. There's some other guy, there's some weirdos on this website, that want to see my big cock because they got little ones. But I don't go that way. No, it is what it is. So, but you dream about my cock, but it is what it is. So, on this late Wednesday night, on video number 2 on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, on this late Wednesday night, August the 18th, 2021, it is time to get sexy. And it's Wednesday night. You know what that means. It is time for your late night AEW Dynamite! Had to give it that extra oomph, if you know what I mean. Your Dynamite review for August the 18th, 2021, from the arena in Houston, Texas. I think it was at the University of Houston tonight. All right, we're in the middle of the week, a big week of action. Already had a crappy Raw, which somehow did a 1.80. Go figure that one out. Go figure, a shitty Raw barely goes up in the ratings. They were 1.79 last week. This week they were 1.8065. Not much of a climb there. NXT last night did they went up a little bit. Well, they went down a little bit, I should say. They went down 100,000 views. Ouch. Last week they did about 700 something thousand, and then this week they did about 630,000 views. Ow. So they lost about 95, almost close to 100,000 views this week. Oh boy. And they're going to lose one of their huge stars pretty soon, and that is Adam Cole, baby, on Sunday. So NXT is, who's going to be the face of NXT? Samoa Joe? I doubt that. He's going to probably win the title on Sunday. Even Joe himself, 40-year-old Joe, is not going to put NXT on his back, on his fat back, which, as we all know, Samoa Joe. He's fat. The son of a bitch. He's fucking fat. I won't calm down. He's fat. I gotta love Scott Steiner. Yeah, you gotta love him. Scott Steiner for the WWE Hall of Fame. Calling it now. If by himself, I'm talking about by himself. I don't care. I mean, if it's him and Rick as the Steiner brothers, that's cool. But he should go in by himself for all the shit he did in WCW by himself. Oh yeah, he did. Samoa Joe is fat. So he carried 2 companies on his back. He's gonna carry NXT and he carried TNA for a couple years when he was good Samoa Joe. You know what I mean? When it was awesome, when he was undefeated and he was X Division champion for so long. And then when Angle came in, when they had that rivalry, that was awesome. Remember when Angle held all the belts? Well, except the women's title. Remember that whole thing? And then Angle lost the X Division title to Jay Lethal, of all people. And then he lost the world title to Joe in a cage. We all remember that. I think he lost the tag team belts to, I forget who. I know he had all the belts. I forget which. I know he had the X Division title, the world title, and I think he had, I don't even know if he had that one, but the Legends title or if the tag titles. He had one of them. I forget which one. But he lost that one too. And then Joe basically won the world title, of course. And Jay Lethal, who was just not even Black Machismo Jay Lethal, won the X Division title. And that was it. So yeah, but if you look at Joe's career from Ring of Honor to TNA to WWE, well, before from Ring of Honor to TNA, back to Ring of Honor, before he went to NXT to the main roster, back to now to NXT. Which one do you see is better? His Ring of Honor career or his TNA career? Because his WWE career has not been that great. I'm sorry. He's just been too injury prone in WWE. But he's about to become a, I think a 2-time or 3-time NXT champion. Because remember, he won it from Shinsuke, lost to Shinsuke, won it back from Shinsuke. I think. I could be wrong. But I think, looking at Joe's career, I got to go with his Ring of Honor career and TNA career. Like, Nick agrees with me. His Ring of Honor career is like legend. Wait for it. Gary, legendary. You thought the Summer of Punk 2005 was great? No, even close. And I love, how much I love CM Punk. Not as much as who does, because he masturbates to that guy. He has pictures on his wall. He masturbates and all that other shit to him. With his tiny little cock. But you know who I'm talking about. The one we can't talk about anymore. The one that got blacklisted and said did a 6.5-hour freaking hangout. And get 6,000 fake views, by the way. He's probably doing another 6-hour hangout. He's hardly on the fucking show. Just gets views because he has Swerve's Isaiah Swerve Scott's cousin on. Big whoop. Then he has some other guys that are so-called big YouTubers that know a lot about wrestling and shit. They're not that great. Then he has a guy that used to be on the Joe Cronin show, basically ruining his show. So, I mean, and he doesn't even, he appears in the beginning, and then he's gone, but he's playing around with himself. Well, navigating, on his computer, looking at, watching, Swerve Scott, basically do his show for him because, he can't do it himself because basically he sucks. So he has to get others to do his dirty work, like he's always been doing, the stalking of me and fan YouTube and Chase and everybody else. He has to get everybody else to do his dirty work and fight his battles for him because he can't do it himself. And that's why he got exposed today, because what else does he do? What else does he do? Talks about CM Punk, another clickbait title. It is what it is. I don't care if I'm talking about him. I don't mention his name. We're not going to mention his name. But, we're not going to do videos with his name in the title anymore. He's blacklisted from this community. He's garbage. But if you little white knights want to, defend the man with, the bald-headed faggot, go ahead. I don't give a shit. You want to try to come on my show and invade my show with all your fucking sock accounts? All I got to say to you, I'm going to give you a Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on! Bring it. Bring it, because you're not going to come to New Jersey and do shit about it. Okay? I don't care who the fuck you are. If your name begins, if your name is Nick, or your name is, or your little brat, 14-year-old brat, I don't give a shit who you are. You're not coming to Jersey to fight me, so it is what it is. I don't even give a shit if you're a douchebag from my old stomping grounds in Glen, New York, that knows one of my good friends longer than me. You're not gonna come knock on my door and do anything. You're gonna sit at home watching me. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna watch me put on a clinic for a video. Taking a page out of MJF's book. I'm better than you, and boy, you guys know it. I have more subscribers than you. I have more views than you. I have more friends than you in real life and off YouTube. So don't come on here and say I don't have friends and this and that. I don't drive a car, and I showed I drive a car. Showed that I work. I make a lot of money. I showed how much money I got. Long time. But do your little videos trying to expose me as keep saying on the P word with your little fake fucking shit on your crappy channels, making all these idle threats that basically are not gonna happen. But I will say this: you talk about my brother-in-law, I'm gonna fuck you up. You talk about Rosa, I'm gonna fuck you up. Talk about my family, you're gonna get fucked up. I don't care where you live. You will get fucked up, and karma will come back to you. Look at your hero. Your hero's got karma coming to him tenfold. He's getting hit all the time now. That's why. And pretty soon, he's going to get a big slice of karma. Big slice. That's all I got to say about that. All right, let's move on from that jerk off who's going to get destroyed by the Great One. Not The Rock, but, the man with a big forehead. You know what I mean? You know who he is. Nick probably knows who this guy is. The Great One on YouTube. Does great videos. Has, bury that jerk off in 2018. He's probably going to... doing it again in 2021 with, he did a CM Punk video, and I'll just say he mentioned that loser and buried him again. But seems like that guy wants to continue, go back to 2018 and battle him, and he's gonna lose. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm watching freaking Guy Fieri on Food Network. They have this show about ice cream and ice cream sodas and ice cream sundaes and shit. Damn, I'm fiending for some ice cream right now, but I'm finishing up my dinner right now, so gotta wait. It's 12 o'clock. Finishing up my beef patty and everything, but good. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me finish this up. I know I'm eating. I'm acting unprofessional because I'm eating and talking at the same time. But it is what it is. About an hour ago, I had some sushi too. If you know what I mean. Had some good sushi there, Nick. Good as fuck sushi. Tastes good. It tasted good, and it tasted really good, and it felt good too. It is what it is. Because like I said, I get more pussy than you motherfuckers do. Because you play with yourselves all day. Because you got nothing better to do. Alright, so that's it. Let's move on from there. Alright, hope everybody had a great day. Thank you for the free view, motherfucker. Because you can't come in and do anything yourself. But anyway, all right, now it's midnight, so now it's officially August the 19th, 2021. So hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Kind of another overcast day here in the Northeast. Supposed to rain overnight tonight. They're saying that, but then I just checked my phone, and now it's not gonna rain. It's just gonna be humid and hot. Ugh. Tomorrow's supposed to be 87 degrees. Oy. It was supposed to rain tomorrow, and we're supposed to get remnants from that storm Fred, and we're supposed to get it all this week, and I haven't seen one drop of rain at all. Nothing. I haven't seen it rain. It looks like it's gonna rain, but it's just like really overcast and dark, like cloudy. Not like dark cloudy, like Satan's gonna come down and like strike you or something like that. Hail Satan, you know. But hello, nurse. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, it looks like it's gonna rain, but now they're saying tomorrow it might be a little cloudy to start, but then the sun's gonna come out. It's gonna be hot and humid. That too. Holy shit. If you like me belching, I don't give a fuck. My show, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Next time I'll take a dump right in your face. But I digress. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow's gonna be probably another overcast day, but it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be humid, and the sun's going down right around 10 to 8, 7:50 actually tomorrow. So yeah, by the time it gets dark, it's like 8:05. I mean, really dark. I'm like pitch black dark. About 8 o'clock, 8:05. So like the days are starting to get a little bit shorter every day. Pretty soon, by the middle of September, I would say by the middle of September, or near the end of September, by the fall, like when fall starts, like the end of September, the sun will be going out at 7 o'clock. So we don't have that much time to go outside, you know. And then after that, you know, we turn back the clock, and the sun will be going down about 4:45, 5 o'clock. So it'll be pitch black by 5 o'clock. That sucks. I like it when the sun, you know, when it's summer and then, you know, the sun's out to like 8:30, close to 9 o'clock. Well, those get really pitch black to around 9:15 at most sometimes in the summer, like the early start of the summer. That's awesome. I like that. But when you know, when the winter starts, you know, the fall and winter come, I'm like, oh man, I can't even go out for a walk. I have to do it early in the day if I'm, you know, I'm not walking, or if I'm working and you know the sun's going down at 5, I have to, you know, go for a walk on my break and everything. So I have to get my walk in and get my little. I don't take like a big walk. I take like maybe a 10-15 minute walk, like around the park. You know, because you know, like I said, I work from home, so that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, when the winter comes, you know, basically when the fall comes up until probably November, probably like around Thanksgiving, I can get a good decent walk in early, like really early, like between 1 and 4 p.m. And then by the time, you know, when I go home, the sun goes down, and then basically it's dark from like 5 o'clock all the way till time I go to bed. And then by the time I wake up, it's like, you know, the sun goes up, the sun rises around 7-8 o'clock. I'm like, wow, it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. I got to work tomorrow. I'm gonna do some cleaning in the house, and then tomorrow night I'm actually having dinner with my parents, because I usually have, you know, now that Rose, you know, since Rose has been gone, I go down to my parents' house, and on the weekends, usually on Saturday and Sunday, and then I have dinner, and you know, I you know, I have to take the car back and everything, but it's a pain, but it doesn't take me that long. It's like, I mean, they live like 20 minutes away, so like I get in the car, I drive, and I come right back. So I could walk there if I wanted to, but it's like I said, it's like, I mean, it's 20 minutes away, but walking is like 35 minutes away, because you gotta go all the way down. It's a pain in the ass. So, and that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna have dinner with the parents tomorrow. Maybe watch a little bit of the Met game, but I'm probably gonna come home. I might come home early. I might actually come home for the Met game. And that's all I gotta say about that. And speaking of the Mets, well, they did something that we haven't seen in the last 5 games. Hold on to your hat there, Nick. Hold on to your hat. The New York Mets actually won a game. Yay! Yeah, they were down 1-0 all the way to the 9th inning, and then Alonso gets hit, hurts his elbow. What else is new? So they put him on first, and then Conforto gets a single, making it 1st and 3rd with nobody out. The Giants, who have a horrible bullpen, by the way. I mean, they picked a fucking rookie today, like one of those what do you call opener games where they have like a bullpen guy pitch the game. The bullpen guy was better than the fucking Mets today. Holy shit! And the Mets had two hits before the 9th inning. 2 stinking hits. And Uncle Stevie, Stevie Cohen, the Mets GM, he comes out and bashes the entire team. He's like, "Oh, this is bad. We need people that can hit. This unproductiveness sucks." No, he went off today. Really last night in this actually really today. He went off on the team. And for basically 8 innings, the Mets looked like shit. And it looked like they were about to get swept by the Giants. Go 0-6 on this road trip. Well, 0-6, on this 13-game stretch. But, Alonso gets hit. Conforto gets a single, making it 1st and 3rd. And then J.D. Davis does something the Mets haven't done in a while. Get a run in with runners in scoring position. Finally, they hit a sacrifice fucking fly. So to make it 1-1. And then Edwin Diaz comes in a tie game. I'm like, oh boy. You know what happens with Diaz when he comes in a non-save situation? He fucks up. Well, today he didn't fuck up. Thank the Lord. Had a 1-2-3 inning, 7 pitches. That was awesome. So we go to the 10th inning. And that stupid rule, the guy on second base, which I fucking hate. So the Mets get a run, making it 2-1. So I'm like, ooh, maybe we can win this game. Maybe. But Met fans, you're asking for too much when they have a lead, especially with that bullpen they have. So instead of putting Aaron Loop, there it is, in, who did they put in? Nick knows. I bet you Nick knows. I don't have to spell it out for you. I guess I will, because most of you don't know. But anyway, they bring in La Familia, which in Spanish means walk off, game over. And what does he do? You know what he does. Gives up the lead. Well, he doesn't give up the lead. The Giants tie the game. Then he had guys on base. But somehow Familia gets out of it. So I got to give him a little bit of credit for that. So then they go to the 11th inning. And then the Mets just woke up. Like, hello? Somebody knocked on the door. Hello? Mets? Think, big Mets. Think. It's time to wake up. So the Bats woke up. They get a run. It was 3-2. I'm like, okay. Let's just hope La Familia doesn't come in the next inning. Then it was 3-2, and then the Giants bullpen just imploded. And then the Mets put a couple more guys on. And then Batman, Kevin Pillar, the guy who used to have the mask on, broke his nose and all that shit. Kevin Pillar sends one to Los Angeles. Bing! 3-run homer, making it 6-2. New York Metsies. And that was it. The Mets get out of San Francisco. You know, they lost 2 or 3. They really should have won all 3 of those games, by the way, but it is what it is. So they win 6-2. But yeah. So they got 1 win out of that 13-game stretch. So they're now 1-5 on this 13-game stretch. And now they go to Los Angeles for 4 games. Oh, and you know, those 4 games, they are going to get destroyed. So when they come back to Citi Field, you know, for the Giants, they're going to be 1-9. I can tell you that right now. They're going to be 1-9. Right now, they got 42 games left. So they're 60-60 now, so they got 42 games left. Not much left. Got a couple, I would say 5 weeks, maybe 6. I think 5 or at most 6 weeks left of the season. And 42 games left, and they're 4.5 games back right now. Because, well, JD and his Braves, you know, continue to fucking win against sucky-ass fucking teams like the fucking Marlins. I think the Braves swept the Marlins the last 3 games. They won 11-9 tonight, or tonight, whatever. So they're still 4.5 games up on the Mets. That sucks. I don't know what the Phillies did. I think they won or they lost. They were playing Arizona. They lost last night, but I don't know what they did tonight. So I know the Mets were 2 games back of the Phillies for second place. So, but you know, the Mets have a hard next this weekend, and then early next week, and then they got the Washington Nationals at the end of next week at home, and then Miami. When Miami's not you think Miami, you should destroy Miami, and they lost 3 or 4 to them. Miami always gives the Mets fits, always, and Washington is no joke either. So even though the Mets swept them at home, so go figure with that one out. So we'll see what happens with that. But at least they got one. So maybe that's a building block. Maybe it's the start of something big. I don't know. But, you know, they go into Los Angeles for 4 games tomorrow night and Friday night at 10 o'clock. And then Saturday at, I think it's at 4 o'clock. Or Saturday and Sunday at 4 o'clock. The Saturday game's on Channel 11. So I might get to watch some of the game on Saturday before I watch SummerSlam. That's it. Other than that, tomorrow on my way out, I'm gonna. Well, it depends what time I actually get home. So I'm going to my parents' house after like around 5-6 o'clock, and I'm gonna have dinner, and I'm probably gonna stay there for maybe an hour or so. Then probably leave around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I'll come home, and then I'll put the Met game on and see what happens, and then I'm watching YouTube and all that stuff. There's really nothing on tomorrow, so and that's that. So we'll see what happens with the New York Mets tomorrow, and that's it. I don't even know what's pitching tomorrow. I think it's Walker, but we'll see. And for you Yankee fans, well, it sucks, being a semi like off, on the outside looking in Red Sox fan. But boy, the Yankees are red hot right now. And I told you guys. I mean, I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. When you think the Yankees are done, no, they're never done. This team is never done. They looked done in the first half, and in the second half, they were just gone berserk. They won a double. They swept the doubleheader yesterday from the Red Sox. Then they won tonight 5-2. Got a great play to end the game, even though I think the guy was safe. Just my opinion. But yeah, the Yankees are just red hot right now, and with the with Gallo and Rizzo on the team now, that lineup is deadly right now, and they're getting contributions from pitchers I never heard of. Like they had a guy tonight. What's his name? Haney pitched tonight. Pitched okay. He had a pretty Gallo had a home run last night. Rizzo's just basically, I think, made for the Yankees right now. I think he's going to be the first baseman of the future. Fuck LeMahieu. Fuck whoever anybody else who plays at first base. And Gallo, I don't even know. I think Gallo plays the outfield, wherever he plays. And then you got Judgy Wudgy and Stanton, who's up and down like my dick in your mama's ass, but excuse me. But they're getting a lot of contributions from everybody right now. The Yankees are just unstoppable right now. They got the wild card lead right now. They're in second place right now. They're making a really good run for that division. Making a big run for that division right now. They were dead maybe about a month or so ago. Remember they were like 10, 11 games out? That's what happens when you get red hot right after the All-Star break. And if you're a team like the Red Sox, we're playing like the New York Mets right now. Garbage. But it is what it is. So the Yankees have a one-game lead over the Red Sox for the wild card lead. And we'll see what happens with about 40 games left. If the Yankees can hold on and somehow get in the playoffs, either as a wild card or possibly win that division from out of the blue. But, right now, the playoffs started. I would not want to play the Yankees right now. I would not. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Houston. I don't give a shit if you're the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't even give a shit if you're the Oakland Athletics or the best team in the American League, the Chicago White Sox, who got destroyed this weekend by the Yankees, by the way. Even though they won that Field of Dreams game, they had to come back and win that game. They won it, on a walk-off home run to the cornfield and everything. So, yeah, the Yankees took 2 or 3 from the White Sox. So, but I'm telling you right now, the Yankees, they keep rolling. Who knows what's going to happen? They could go to the World Series for all we care, and then I have to hear it from the fucking Yankee fans. We're in the World Series. We're the Mets. They're playing golf. Yeah, what happens when you choke in the World Series? Like we've done many times. Because you haven't won a fucking title since 2010, right? Something like that. Been a while since you actually got in the World Series there, Yankee fans. I know the Mets, haven't been in the World Series for 6 years, going on 7 now. There's no way they're going to make the playoffs and get to the World Series at this rate. DeGrom is shut down for the season, by the way. Just want to point that out. So, yep. So, the only way the Mets can get into the playoffs is they have to start winning again. They have to go on a big run right now with 42 left. They have to go on a big run. They got to start winning like now. And hope that the Braves and Phillies just start to choke. But like I said, both of them got easy schedules the rest of the way. The Mets, after this stretch, it kind of gets a little easy, but not too much. We still got Washington and Miami to deal with. You got the Yankees on September 10th, 11th, and 12th. Then I think you got Boston. Boston, I think after. Oh, I think they got Milwaukee. Let's check here. I got Miami. Got St. Louis at home. Got a couple of 3 games with the Phillies near the end of the season. They go to Boston for 2 games. Probably gonna lose those games. Well, maybe who knows with the Red Sox might be way out after that. Then they end the season. They got the final road, well, next to last road trip. They got Milwaukee at the end of September. Then their final home games are at home against the Marlins. Then they end the season in Atlanta with JD's Braves. But that'd probably be it for that, because the Braves could probably clinch by middle of September at this rate. I know JD's gonna probably give me the business. I think he blocked me on his channel, fucking asshole. But it is what it is. I guess he couldn't take me, my video on him, bashing Jerry and WJ. I guess he couldn't, he got raped without lube, basically. And then, JD being JD, can't take criticism and blocked me. What else is new? A fucking egomaniac. Whose show is still not number one in the IWC. Not number one. There's many others that are way better than him. I still think Joe Cronin is way better than him. But it is what it is. I know, that's pretty much it. That's that. All right. I wasted so much time. Let's get into it. Let's move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your AEW Dynamite review for tonight, for August 18, 2021, from the University of Houston, Texas, in Houston, Texas. So we had the hometown boy, Sammy Guevara, in his hometown. Also, Thunder Rosa, who really is not from Texas, but she does run Mission Pro Wrestling, which kind of is based out of Texas, but goes other places. But she's in Mexico and everything. But so yeah, we saw Thunder Rosa on the show. That's always nice. So instead of my Rosa on the show, you had Thunder Rosa on the show. So, but imagine Rosa versus Thunder Rosa. Who would win? I have to give the Thunder Rosa. I'm sorry, Rosa's not a wrestler. Rosa is not a wrestler. The only thing she wrestles is my dick, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. So. But she does throw down. When she has to throw down, she does throw down. And she, she gets her good shots in once in a while. Not, besides in the bedroom. Outside the bedroom, she can get hardcore. She can get hardcore, and she has almost came close to beating my ass. I'll admit that. She almost beat my ass one day. Because I didn't like the food. Not that food. Not that food. We had an argument. I was like, I don't like your food. And then she got a little testy with me. So I said, bitch, go back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. He's like, what you say? He didn't knock me out, man. She just like slapped me very hard. And I was like, bitch, you're gonna hit me like that? You better hit me harder. And then we kind of had a tussle. And the next thing you know, I'm giving her the vitamins. Because as we all know, when you have a fight, the only remedy when you have a fight is to give the vitamins. Oh, absolutely. That woman, the woman will forgive you after you give her the good sex. So, try not to have a fight, but if you do, you better make it. You better make that fight good, and then late at night, when she's sleeping, you kind of sneak it in a little bit, It's like, I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fight with you. Blah, blah, blah. She'll probably still be mad at you and everything, but, you be nice to her. You try to be affectionate and stuff. Maybe she'll forgive you, and she's like, okay, honey, I'm sorry. Let me suck your dick. The next thing you know, she's on your dick, or she's getting it from, she's getting railed in the ass or everything, whatever. But like I said, like I said, fighting doesn't really solve anything. But the only way to solve it is with good sex. I know from experience. It is what it is. But, fight sex is good, but as we all know, Nick knows from I don't know from experience, but Nick knows the best sex is drunk sex. Oh, absolutely. That's it. Because you get that that girl gets wild and crazy. She wants to suck your dick. I mean, go ahead. You can't do anything about it. You can try. I mean, try to say no. It's like, I don't want to do it. You're hungover. You're drunk. I don't care. I'm like, all right. You get the vitamins, and then next thing she wakes up like, what the fuck? What are you naked? I don't know. It's hot in here. What are you doing naked? I don't know. Did you rape me? I was sleeping. How can I fucking rape you? What the fuck are you talking about? You keep it secret. The girl's like, she accused like, did you rape me? But she won't remember after, all that drunk sex you have. She won't remember. Most of the time. But, yeah. It is what it is. I've had plenty of drunk sex with Rosa. It's kind of crazy. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, when she gets drunk and she wants to get down, what am I to say no? Free pussy. What am I to say? I mean, when she's drunk, we have great sex. I mean, it's great. What am I to say no? Like I said, Anyway, enough about sex. We could talk about sex on another show. All right, let's get to Dynamite because I want to finish this up and take a shower. It's hot. It's hotter than me and Rosa having sex. No, it's not actually, but hotter than any of you fuckers having sex with your mom. Because most of you guys are inbred fucks. But it is what it is. Anyway, so we start off Dynamite this week from Houston, and we start off the show with the hardcore legends themselves, Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. By the way, where the hell was Justin Roberts? We haven't seen him since last week, I think. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Because our good friend was the ring announcer for Rampage. And I think she was doing the ring announcing for she did Dynamite. I don't know if she did Dark and Elevation this week. She probably did. And she's probably doing I think she's doing Rampage this week too, and probably Dark and Elevation next week. So I guess Dasha took Justin Roberts' job. Or Justin Roberts maybe he's on vacation or he's sick or something like that. I don't know. I miss Justin Roberts, He's a good announcer, but good ring announcer, but he just was not as good looking as Dasha Fuentes, of course. Or Dasha, whatever her last name is. Dasha Gonzalez, I think her name is, but whatever. But yeah, I'd rather have Dasha than Justin Roberts. But it sucks when Moxley comes out, you can't give John Moxley or Kenny Omega. No, you don't have that oomph with Dasha. With Dasha's like, Kenny Omega! Come on, you gotta have some oomph when you ring announce, god damn it. Why do you think I want to become a ring announcer? Or a commentator? Because I have the voice. I have the silver voice and the golden tongue. Ain't that right, ladies? That's what I gotta say about that. So, I'm like I keep saying, tweet Tony Khan, tweet Ring of Honor, even tweet Impact. Just tell them, that Peter Gilmore has the golden voice and the silver tongue. I can do commentary for you or do ring announcing. Yeah, it is what it is. Just tweet them. Tweet them. I don't care how many times you tweet and how many characters either. Just tweet your pleasure, I guess. Well, not your displeasure, because we don't want to be Triple H. Tweet your pleasure to Tony Khan and, Kerry Silken and Joe Goff of Ring of Honor and Scott D'Amore of Impact. No, well, fuck Vince. I'm not working for Vince. I can do better ring announcing than Greg Hamilton and the other guy, Mike Rome. I can do way better ring announcing than them. And I probably could do better commentary than Byron Saxton and Corey Graves and Jimmy Smith. And probably Michael Cole, too. I think me and Pat McAfee have a great time. I hate his guts because, with him and Pat Cole, baby, But, yeah, me and Pat McAfee on commentary would be hilarious. Especially when Shinsuke comes out. He's like, I'll be like, well, Pat, it's time to rock. And then Pat's like going, I'm like, just don't sit on my head like you did with Michael Cole. Good Lord. Don't need that. The only person that sits on my head is Rosa, and that's my other head. Not this head. That head. Isn't it great to be me? You motherfuckers wish you were me, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right. So we start off with Mike Kingston coming to the ring. And as they go to the ring, they get attacked by Daniel Garcia and Everwise Rules 2.0. Oh, whatever it is. Right? Matt Lee and whatever the other guy is. So they beat him up, they lay him out, and then they get in the ring. The fans are booing them up Wazoo, and about to start the Tornado Tag Team match between Sting and Darby Allin. So Matt Lee tells them that they just took out their boys, and basically they got nothing. So Matt Lee's like, Sting, Darby, get your ass in there. So on cue, we get the lights go out and Sabu comes out. No, he doesn't come out. Sting comes out to his Game of Thrones theme, and then lights go back out again. Darby comes out. I like Darby's Tron. It's like a cartoon and stuff. It's cool. It's kind of cool. His theme is awesome too. But anyway, they come out. Well, Sting comes out first. I gotta put the cap on this. Get out of there. Don't be bad, wrestling cap. Very bad the last few days. So be nice and go lay down. We'll have to kick your ass. Anyway, so Sting comes out, and then the lights go out, and then Darby's music hits, and the lights come back on. Darby's in back of 2.0. He attacks them both with a skateboard. Why not? Sting gets in the ring, and then him and Darby just go wild. They hit Sting hits a Stinger Splash, and then Darby hits a move in the corner to beat the crap out of both men. And Sting, this is his first match on TNT in 20 years. 20 years. He hasn't had a match on TNT since 2001, right around when WCW died. With that whole McMahon thing, when he fought Flair in Florida, the final Nitro. We all remember that one, don't we? So anyway, so they take him out in the ring. Then they go outside the ring. Sting goes out with Plucker, just beating him up, doing big shots, all through the crowd. And then Darby and Matt Lee go up to the concourse area, and then somehow Daniel Garcia gets involved because there's no disqualification because it's a Tornado Tag Team match. And then Darby gets put up against the concrete wall. Ow. And then they make their way down the aisle, and then the fans chant, "Let's go, Sting, you still got it." And then we see Darby along the the concrete railing. He's just going right down it, and then he dives onto his opponents. That's kind of cool. And then out of like this area comes Eddie Kingston. He starts beating up on Daniel Garcia, takes him out of the match, and then they all go back to the ringside area. Darby and Sting then take a table out, and Sting gets dropped. Darby is sent out ramp, and then 2.0 bring out the skateboard. They double suplex Allen on the skateboard. Ow! I hope it's the good side and not with the wheels. That wouldn't be good for your back. That's not good. Anyway, in the ring, Sting's trying to fight off both men. Goes in the corner, does the 10 punches of doom. But Parker and Lee break it up. The table's all set up in the ring, and then 2.0 picks up Sting and they double power bomb him through the table. And I was like, that's it. But then Sting's like, fuck this table. He gets up like it's nothing. Like, I got hit by. I'm 62 years old. I just went through a table. Ah, look at me. Fucking guy is not human. So Sting pops right back up, and then everybody's like, oh my god, did he just what the So Sting gets right back up. The fans are going completely berserk. And then Darby comes from behind with a double drop kick, which puts Parker and Lee. Remember Parker Lee? Anyway, they get drop kicked right into Sting, who locks him from behind, hits a double scorpion death drop. And then I thought he was gonna do something. I thought Darby was gonna hit maybe a double coffin drop or something like that, but Sting then locks both men in the scorpion death lock. So he puts them in a double scorpion death lock, and Everrise, 2.0 tap out like the drunk men that they are. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But Sting looked great. He looked like he hasn't lost a beat. Like he was in TNA again. Or back in WCW. Really TNA, because he spent so long in TNA. All those years on and off, and then, WWE ruined his career. It almost ended his career. Now his career is now resurrected again in AEW. Not that he's wrestling so much. But go figure that one out. So that's my wetness. Throw my face. So yeah, I had to take the the wetness off the soda and put it on my head and everything. So I got wet, my friends. I didn't get wet like your girlfriends do, but just had to wet my hair and wet my face. It is what it is, and that's it. All right, we'll move on from there. All right, so Sting and Darby get the win. Pretty good match. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, we'll move on from there. All right, then before we get to our second match of the night, we all remember that it was supposed to be Shawn Spears taking on Sammy Guevara, and Sammy had a big, huge announcement to make. Yeah, he was supposed to have a big announcement. So we find out that this big announcement was before the event started. Sammy's in the ring with his girlfriend Pam. Who looks nice pick there, Sammy. Very nice. So he's in the ring with Pam, and he basically pulls an Indy Hartwell, and he gets on one knee and he proposes to Pam. Pam's like, oh my God. Yes, I will marry you. Big hug, and I'm going to suck your dick tonight. Yeah. It is what it is. So, congratulations to Sammy Guevara and his nice-looking girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, Pam, on the engagement. So, that's awesome. So, Sammy Guevara is getting married. Real-life married. I'm not talking about Indy Hartwell, Dexter Lumis, fake wedding. They're actually really getting married. and I hope it goes pretty well for them. I hope they have a great marriage and have some kids and stuff like that. I mean, they're young. I think Sammy's like close to his 30s. I think he's a young kid. This guy. You know, when he first saw Sammy and Lucha on the ground, I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" You know, comes out wearing like a panda thing on his head, but he can fucking wrestle. I was like, "Holy shit!" He could wrestle. Remember all the stuff he had in Lucha on the ground? Very good. That's what, you know, I didn't know about Sammy Guevara. Then for a while, I was like, you know, besides his Lucha Underground stuff, I didn't know anything about Sammy Guevara. I think he wrestled for TNA for a little bit too, I think. So, you know, after Lucha Underground, I had to look up tapes, you know, I had to look up matches with Sammy Guevara. This guy's fucking awesome. You thought Ricochet was good? Ricochet doesn't even come close to Sammy Guevara. I'm sorry. Sammy Guevara can run laps around Ricochet. And then, you know, and Sammy does a great vlog, you know, Sammy Guevara's vlog, right, you know, right after, you know, the next day, you know, you got BTE and you got Sammy Guevara's vlog, which is fucking awesome. I still have to watch it. I still got to finish BTE this week, and I got to watch Sammy Guevara's vlog. I can only imagine next week's vlog is going to be him and Pam getting married. They're going to show all that stuff and probably some stuff in the back. Maybe maybe after his match or maybe after the event. Probably right now they're probably having sex. Who knows? I don't know. I don't get into that stuff. But yeah, but I would assume that they probably getting it on tonight. But it is who it is. That's what happened when I proposed to Rosa. That's what happened. I proposed to her. She said yes. Posted on social media. And then we had amazing sex that night. And we've been having amazing sex for the last 8 years. Well, 12 years in total. Well, 13, I should say 13 years in total. 8 years, Well, 7 years. 7 years married. Not like, I thought it was 8, but I lose count. But been an amazing run with that bowling chain. You know what it is. And yeah, we're on the road to year 14. I didn't think I'd be with Rosa for 13 years right now. I never thought that, but she's the love of my life. I love her. I love her family. Her family loves me. As we all know, my brother from another mother. I love that guy to death. I miss him every fucking day. It is what it is. If you fuckers want to talk bad about him, I guarantee you he's watching and he's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna haunt you motherfuckers for the rest of your fucking life. So keep it up. Come on. You don't talk about my brother like that, man. I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you the truth, he was alive today, even though, he's had back surgery. Before he died, he barely could walk. He was in a walker and everything. So he had back surgery and stuff. But, back in the day when I first met him, and I had trouble with all these fucking trolls on YouTube and, everywhere else, my brother took care of that shit. He took care of it and put the fear of God into him. But it is what it is. But, now he's passed away, and all I got is this my other brother-in-law that works in the FBI. That's all I gotta say about that. So you fuckers want to fuck with me? Well, you're gonna be messing with with the FBI. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, we'll move on from there. So congratulations once again to Sammy Guevara and his soon-to-be wife Pam. That's it. Like I said, they're probably having amazing sex right now. What the fuck happened here? My computer just went. Oh, that's not good. Crap. I opened the thing now. Now it's on 2 different fucking things. So now I have to go back and forth. I hate when that happens. My computer just went blah blah blah. Now I have to fuck my computer. Anyway, All right, so after that, after we get that announcement, we go backstage with Tully Blanchard and Sean Spears, who kind of mock Sammy's proposal, and it's like, "Good for you, Sammy. Slim pickings here in San Antonio, even though it's Houston." But that's what Sean Spears says. They start mocking it. They go on and on, said they're gonna beat Sammy, and they're like, for one night only, they're gonna let Pam be an honorary member of the Pinnacle, and then Sean Spears like, hell, I'll even let you be on top. Okay. I don't want to know that one about that there, Mr. Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger, whatever you want to call yourself. I guess you're Mr. Missionary Man in that relationship with, Peyton Royce, which you're probably not giving it to her from behind. Or, you just, probably Sean Spears is just, Mr. Missionary Man himself, like Mr. Cena, of course. Because I highly doubt that, freaking Peyton Royce is jumping on that dick. She can jump on mine all day. I don't care. She's Australian, so she'll be like a kangaroo on my dick, but it is what it is. So we had that little, shit, and all right. So we get to match number 2, Sean Spears versus Sammy Guevara with Tully Blanchard at ringside. This was epic. Better than fucking matches on Raw and NXT last 2 nights. This match was fucking epic. Match of the fucking week. That's all I gotta say about that. Beat the living crap out of each other. Sammy gets attacked from behind doing his entrance music. But he fights Spears off, sends him off the ramp down to the floor. Then hits a big flippy dippity doo off the stage. Goes over to Spears, gives his new fiancee Pam a kiss. Aww. And then they go at it on the outside, throwing chops at each other. And then Spears gets sent into the barricade. Ow. They're still on the floor. Tully helps Spears with an assisted pile driver. But referee saw that and it's like, "You're out of here." So Tully gets sent to the back. Too bad for him. And really the match hasn't started because the bell never rang. I didn't know bell rack. So finally they get in the ring. The bell finally rings. Sammy goes to the outside, and then Tully and Spears do it again, and Aubrey Edwards like, "Get out of here! I told you, get out of here!" So for Aubrey Edwards' troubles, she gets smacked right in the face with his coat. Well, not with his fist, because that would be bad. So Tully smacks Aubrey with his coat as he finally goes to the back. But you don't mess with Aubrey Edwards. Sorry. Well, in the ring, Spears drops the knee pad, throws a bunch of knees into Sammy's face. Then he goes to the outside, so flirting with Pam. And Sammy sees this. He is pissed. So Sammy boots him right in the face. So crowd's been like wild tonight. They're getting everything tonight. Sammy with a double springboard. Gilmore Cutter! Bang! But Spears moves out of the way on the way down. That sucks. Goes for a power bomb. And Sammy got out of it. But Spears chops Sammy in the chest. Then we see the steel barricade get put on the apron, so we have a bridging barricade stuff. And I was like, nope, they're gonna use that. Then they're battering on the apron. Then they both go to the top rope. Spears gives Sammy the middle finger. Sammy then hits a huge diamond cutter. Once again, he tried to hit it the first time, hits it the second time in the ring. Goes for the cover and gets two out of that. Then they both go to they end up on the second rope. We get an avalanche C4 on Sammy for a near fall. and the crowd's going nuts. They're standing and everything. They're hype. Sammy then Shawn and Spears then drag Sammy over to that bridge barricade. They go back and forth, and then Sammy Spears okay, I'm sorry about that. I messed up my notes. Sammy picks up Shawn Spears, hits a Death Valley driver on the barricade. Ow! Sammy gets in the ring, goes up top, hits a 630. Looked like he was about to win the match, but somehow Spears kicks out at half. Sammy's like, so Sammy with some knee, he pulls down the knee pad. He's like, fuck this, man. I'm done with this guy. Takes down the knee pad, starts beating the crap out of Shawn Spears. Hit him once, hit him twice. Then he goes for a third one, and we see, after that, we see Shawn Spears busted wide open. So I think the knee got him right in the face, like his nose probably be broken or some shit. So then he picks him up. He says, "It is over." Hits the GTH to go to hell. 1, 2, 3. Sammy Guevara beats Shawn Spears and wins their feud, I guess. And that's it. And then afterwards, he goes back outside. He gives his fiancée a kiss, and he goes over the barricade a little bit. And goes, yeah! And Pam's like, "Woo! Woo! Nate Shamar, Ric Flair." No, it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. Ric Flair, you sexy beast, you. That's all I gotta say about that. He went to Space Mountain on a train, even though he denies it. It is what. All right, so Sammy Guevara and Shawn Spears match was great, epic, not super epic, but epic. 4 out of 5 stars. 4. I don't care if I'm overrating it or what. Match of the fucking night, ladies and gentlemen. 4 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right, we're gonna quickly run through these rest of these results. We go backstage with Tony Baloney talking to the Impact World Champion Christian Cage, even though he has both belts. I don't know why he has both belts if he retired the TNA title at the tapings, which makes no fucking sense. Because I guess he had it because, oh, we don't want to find out. You find out anyway. So anyway, he's talking about his win over Kenny, and then Don Callis comes in and says, that he remembered when he gave Christian his big break back in TNA. He says he may have won with the help of a chair, but he's like, anyway. He says he's finally going to get that 5-star match that he always wanted at All Out. And Don's like, well, nothing has changed over the last couple of years. You have big, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, you made big moves, and Christian is still wrestling matches. So Christian says Kenny already lost 1 belt to him. It was 2, but it's 1. And he's in Kenny's head. And he says that All Out, he's going to take his most prized possession, the AEW World Title. Then he tells Don, says, you think you're the smartest guy in the room, but you're still a corny piece of shit. And then freaking Tony Baloney's like, trying to keep in his laughter. And Don's like, don't you say another word. And then Tony's like, we'll be right back. All right. So that was that. So I give that. Excuse me, I had something in my mouth. That's what she said. I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right. After that, we get a nice video package highlighting Dante Martin, who basically became a star last week. In that 6-man tag team match with Kenny and the Bucks last week. He just went flippity-dippity-doo, and the fans were going nuts in Pittsburgh last week. So we hear from Dante. He says he took Kenny to his limit. He's still young. He's like 22, 23 years old, I think. No, I think he's 22, actually. Anyway, he says he's young. He's going to learn how to keep rising up the ranks, and he's going to be a name that everybody knows. I think he will. I love this guy. Him and hopefully his his brother Darius Martin. They come back. They reform Top Flight. They start going to the moon. And hopefully, I think they could become tag team champions. I really do. I love these guys. I love Dante. You know, Darius too. You know, he's pretty good in the ring too. But Dante last week became a star. That's it. Like Adam Cole at Best in the World 2012. I think it was 2012, 2013 when he was fighting Kyle in that Hybrid Rules match. He became a star that night. Fucking got his front teeth knocked out, and then he's getting beat up, and he almost puts in a submission, and he just wakes up, and blood just spewing out of his fucking mouth, like what? Blood spewing out of his fucking mouth. Then he beat the shit out of Kyle after that. He became a star that night, and then from there, we all know his Ring of Honor career after that. He became Adam Cole, baby. You know, became the guy that basically told you to suck his dick back in PWG in early Ring of Honor. Won the TV title, then won the world title, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Was in the Kingdom with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with Maria, of course, Maria Kanellis. Blah blah blah. Then he was in the Bullet Club. We all remember the Elite Bullet Club at the time, Big A. You know, with Kenny back in Japan. MySpace, Kenny, MySpace. Are you kidding me? Well, at least you could have called me. Maybe. That's it. But it is what it is. So hopefully we'll be getting that again soon. I hope, but we never know. Won't find out till Monday. That's it. All right. So after that, we get that. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars for Dante Martin, who's going to be a star in AEW. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Then we go back to the ring. We have Tony Baloney with America's Top Team. He has Dan Lambert. They were supposed to it was supposed to be there last week, but I don't know. They nixed it last week. I don't know what happened last week. So Lambert says AEW has jumped aboard the cancel culture train. Basically, after AEW sent out Lance Archer to punch him in the face, I think that was at Road Rager. I think maybe was it Road Rager or Fyter Fest? I forget which one it was. But anyway, a couple weeks ago. Anyway, Lambert says this time he brought back up in the form of former UFC champions Junior Dos Santos and Andre Arlovsky. I can't even say his last name. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, he's like, it's like, well, if you're feeling froggy, then jump. He starts ripping on the fans and stuff like that, saying we're not hardcore, but they're hardcore and we're not. Blah blah blah. And then Lance Archer comes out. The man who lost the IWGP United States title to Tanahashi over this past weekend. Sucks to be him. He comes out because everybody dies. Well, he kind of died because he makes his way to the ring, and then out of nowhere, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, they come from behind, beat him down, just beat the crap out of him, while Lambert's like, this is great. And that's it. So it looks like Archer is going to start a feud with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, and I don't really give a shit. So that's that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Nick, you're still here? Are you still with me, Nick? Talk to me, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're still there, Nick. Say something. Anything. Say fuck for all I care. Write the number 1. Say something. I know you're there. I know somebody's watching besides myself. All right, we move on from there. All right, that like a half out of 5 stars. All right, we go backstage. We have Le Champion, the demo god, Chris Jericho. Cuts a promo saying for the past week, the labors of Jericho. Hoovertude last week. Wardlow last week, Hoovertude the week before, Nick freaking Gage in labor number 2, and then labor number 1 was Sean Spears. So he won all those matches. Now he gets MJF in labor number 5, but he can't use his theme song, and he can't even use the Judas Effect elbow. That sucks. So he talks about that and all the punishment he's took the last 4 weeks. But he finally gets the ultimate prize against Mr. Jerkoff himself, MJF. So Jericho says he has the momentum going for him. He's got the upper hand on MJF. He says the fans are going to sing him to the ring as well. And he says, Jericho up and my Jericho friend down. So kind of pulling a little Sammy Callahan. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. So somebody's been watching Sammy Callahan tapes. But it is what it is. Speaking of watching tapes, remember when I mentioned that Spin Boy Diamond Cutter? He's been watching my tapes. He's been watching my tapes. Just saying. You're gonna pay for that. You owe me a couple of dollars there, my friend. Just saying. That's it. You owe me some money there, Sammy Guevara. It is what it is. All right, so we'll see what happens with Jericho and MJF in the main event on Labor number 5, and that's it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to the tag team title match where we got Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus with that little runt, Marco Stunt at ringside. They taking on the champions for almost a year now, the Young Bucks. As always, they come out with the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, the Impact Tag Team Champions. Brandon Cutler, basically the cameraman of BTE, the Stooge, if you will. And they have Michael Nakasawa, and of course, Don Callis on commentary. This match was another good match from the Bucks. Usually the same fucking Bucks match, but still, you know how it was going to end. But still, great match. So, like I said, Callis is on commentary. So it's also with Nick and Jungle Boy. They go back and forth. Nick evades Jungle Boy on the floor. Then he grabs the cold spray and starts spraying himself with cold spray. And he starts taunting Jungle Boy a little bit. And then Jungle Boy's in the ring. He's like, I'm going to splash him. So he splashes him on the outside. Brings him back in the ring. He works over Nick. Luchasaurus comes in, hits a clothesline from the corner. Then the big man comes in. Nick is like, get away, get away. So then Matt Jackson comes in, but Luchasaurus takes care of him, starts laying some chops. Matt tries for a running cross body, gets caught in midair. That's not good. And Matt is flying over the place to I take that back. So Matt's going all over the place, putting both Jurassic Express down. He does a little Rick Rude, I can't do it, I don't want to do it. No, does his hip swirl, celebrates like, ooh, chavo thing. It's like, look at my hips. Thinks he's Rick Rude. Joe Boy gets worked over by the Bucks, but he gets the hot tag to Luchasaurus, who comes in like a house of fire, tossing him around like yesterday's garbage. Then he hits a double clothesline on him. And then Jungle Boy comes in with a brain buster off Luchasaurus' shoulder. That's kind of interesting. Comes for a near fall. Then Brandon Cutler gets on the apron, causing a distraction. Nick then gets shoved into him. Well, sucks to be you, Brandon Cutler. Luchasaurus avoids a double super kick. Hits some kicks of his own. Then a double choke slam. And then him and Jungle Boy plant Matt. Then we get a suicide dive on Nick by Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus covers Matt for a near fall. And then the Young Bucks come back. They hit the Indie Taker, an assisted Indie Taker. And look like they're about to go for a cover. But then Marco Stunt tries to get a fucking run. And he gets taken out by Kenny Omega, who's wearing a Chick Magnet shirt. Nice CM Punk reference there, Kenny. They're throwing him out. They're throwing him out there. He brings out a chair. He smacks Marco in the back with it. Then he gives the chair to Matt. They were about to do maybe an indie take on the chair or something like that. But then Christian comes out, spears Kenny, takes him to the back. Chair's still in the ring. Then the Good Brothers, who are still at ringside, they cause a distraction. Jungle Boy hits a bling buster on the chair. Goes for the cover. Nick somehow barely breaks it off. And then Luchasaurus chucks Nick out to the ramp. Then he hit Jurassic Express, not Jurassic Express, Jurassic Express on Matt. I think it was like that finisher or something like that. They cover. Nick comes to the ropes and breaks it up again at 2.99. Nick gets thrown out to the ramp again. Joe Boy knocks down every member of the Elite. You know, the Good Brothers and Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa. Luchasaurus then hits a moonsault on all of them. Well, knocks down a couple of them. While in the ring, it's down to Matt and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy tries a 1921 backslide, but then Nick comes from behind and rolls him out of it. And then they hold Jungle Boy up, hit the BTE trigger. 1, 2, 3. The Young Bucks retain the titles, and that's it. Pretty decent match. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. How's that? Afterwards, the big beatdown happens. The entire Elite get in the ring. Gallows brings Christian back to the ring. I don't know, because I guess he somehow went back and got Christian. Anyway, so they start beating the crap out of all 3 guys. Kenny starts, beating up Christian. Even Don Callis got in on the action and with a little weak ass fuck stomp, and he's like, "Oh my foot!" That's what happens when you don't wear socks with those crappy looking slippers you have on there, Don. But anyway, then Kenny picks up Christian. Boom, 1-winged angel, and then he pins him. 1, 2, 3, and then the music hits, and then leave. And that's it. That's it. So good segment, good match. 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say. Pretty much about that one. Nick is still here. Good. Nobody else is here, just me and Nick. I don't give a shit. It was just me and Nick. We could go 20 hours if we wanted to, but we're not. But both of us can go all night long with the ladies. Well, me. Well, I could, but I don't know about Nick. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so we get that. All right, so the Elite beat the crap out of Jurassic Express and Christian, and they stand tall. Bucks are still the champs, and from what they said on Twitter that they're going to take 2 weeks off and go to Hawaii with their hot ass wives and their family, and they said that the Bucks were not going to be at All Out. They were kind of trolling us and said that, well, no, we're not going to be at All Out. We're done. We don't need the headline of pay-per-view. We're done. We're out of here. So that's that. But we get some interesting stuff coming up in just a second. So anyway, we go to the back where we have Tony Baloney with the AEW Women's World Champion. Say it with me now. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. She's there with hot as fuck Rebel, or Rebo, whatever. And then they introduce Jamie Hayter, who came back last week and beat the crap out of Chris Statlander and Red Velvet. So she made her return last week after 2 years out of the business, out of AEW. I don't know why. I think she had an injury or something like that. Anyway, so Britt says she knew she needed backup when going up against Red Velvet on Rampage. So then Jamie Hayter says that her and Britt go way back, and it was like, yeah, I'll be happy to help you out. We used to be, friends, and we still were friends. We never fought against each other. And the wrestling cat's going crazy again. That crazy fucking cat. What are you doing? Nah. It'd be nice. I gave you some. Well, Rosie got some new food. She ordered new food for the cat. It's like pate, and I gave poor Zuzu the pate today, and well, didn't go so well for the cat. She puked. She puked a lot, and so I'm probably not gonna give it a pate anymore. So I'm thinking I'm gonna probably throw that pate that we ordered out, and I'm gonna give her the the original stuff, the Frisky stuff and the non-live stuff that we have. We only got a couple cans left, so I have to go back to the pet shop. And I have to go back to the pet shop and get some more cans probably this weekend, unless Rosa orders some more pet food. Which sucks because we get the big fucking case. It's like $30. I know what you want. What do you want? I know. Go lay down, baby. Come on. Go lay down. Good girl. a good pussy. Anyway, going back to what Hater said. So Hater, this like I came back to being my best friend, Britt Baker. Then she says next week on Dynamite, she wants Red Velvet, and in Milwaukee, with Dynamite's gonna be next week, and she's gonna fix that attitude of hers. And then Britt calls Red Velvet, saying red is not her color, and she saying Britt goes, she knows for sure gold is not Red Velvet's color, and it will never be. So that's that. All right, so we got a match for next week. Jamie Hayter in her first match in 2 years, taking on Red Velvet, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we're gonna move on from there. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. After that, we get a promo from Big Money Matt Hardy, basically talking about the best friends. Give me a hug. Wheeler Yuta, Chris Statlander, Orange Cassidy, Chucky T, and he's still out with an injury. Trenty Locks, you know who he is. Trent, he's still out with an injury. I think he busted up his shoulder or something like that. So yeah. So the ever-growing Matt Hardy, Orange Cassidy best friends saga continues. So he talks about the best friends thinking he's picking on Wheeler Yuta and everything. He says he's just an equal opportunity ass kicker, I should say. So he's like, I'll take on Wheeler Yuta next week. Why not? He says, I'll take on anyone from the best friends. It will be Wheeler Yuta, Chuck Taylor, or even Orange Cassidy, if he keeps poking into his business. I hear from Orange Cassidy, who says maybe they find out if Hardy actually do that. So next week we got Matt Hardy and who was it? Matt Hardy and Wheeler Yuta next week. I wrote it in my notes. I think it's Matt Hardy and Orange Cassidy next week. I'm pretty sure, but I have to check. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars on that. All right, then we go in the ring, back to the arena. In the ring with Tony Baloney. He introduced his broadcast partner for Elevation, the Big Slow. Paul White comes out. He says it feels good to be in the ring last week. Basically, choke slamming Aaron Solo to hell. Taking out the factory last week. He says that he has a big announcement for the fans, but before he can give that announcement, QT Marshall and his little buddies, Aaron Solo, who somehow survived last week, and Captain Caveman Nick Camarado, they come out with QT. So QT cuts a 6-minute promo. Really didn't need it. Basically, he's like, QT says in AEW we don't build up the fans' anticipation just to let them down. And Paul's like, you're kind of annoying me. Just get to the point. Shut the fuck up. So QT, he's going. He keeps going and going and going. I'm like, shut the fuck up already. Bad mouthing the fans in Houston, calling them morons. He's like, in my role and my backstage role and everything, I know a lot more information than you do. So he puts up a photo on the screen. We see X-rays of Big Show's hip. That he had hip surgery over the last few months. So he basically makes fun of that, saying you had a bunch of surgeries in the last 18 months, just to have a normal life, blah, blah, blah. So we see, a photo of White's, on the side and, a giant stitch portion of his hip, like near his ass. So Big Show's like, well, thank you for showing my beautiful ass, and all that shit. Then he's like, well, I talked to Tony. QT's like, well, you're just a commentator, blah, blah, blah. And then Big Show's like, well, I talked to Tony, and I got a match at All Out, and guess what? It's against you. And then QT's like, what? So a lot of people on Twitter and on YouTube are like, why the fuck we having this match? I'll tell you why. Filler match. That's why. That's why you're doing this. Filler match to shut QT Marshall up. Everybody's like, oh, QT Marshall, this sucks. QT Marshall's the the worst wrestler in history. I guess you forgot about Eva Marie, didn't you? So basically, this is AEW's version of Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss. This is what it is. That's what you're getting. So if you dumb fucks want to go to the bathroom, go ahead. You so-called fake, your so-called AEW marks. If you want to go to the bathroom to this match, go ahead. I don't care if it lasts 5 minutes or 5 seconds. At least you see a Big Show match. And everybody's like complaining, like, why, the WWE marks are like, why are the AEW marks, cheering for the Big Show in 2021? At least the Big Show is better than anything on Raw right now. I bet you that match will probably be better than Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. We sure the fans are gonna boo the living shit out of Eva Marie in Vegas. Boo the living shit out of her. Fuck that bitch, man. And fuck all you fucking marks who think that QT Marshall and Big Show is gonna suck. It probably will, but it'll be better, way better than Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss this Saturday night. I don't give a shit about that match. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do when that match happens? I'm gonna go take a big mean shit. I'm gonna sit on a bowl until I have the volume on blast and wait till the match is over. And I'm like, okay, flush the toilet, wash my hands, because gotta wash your hands. Because you don't want COVID and all that shit. And then after that match, I'm like, fuck, that's it. I'm done. But when I watch Big Show and QT Marshall, I don't have to take a shit. Now, I'm not saying that as an AEW fan. I'm saying that as a wrestling fan. Like I said, filler match. Oh, you can say Eva Marie and Lexi's going to be a filler match. No, it's going to be a shit break match. Because nobody's going to give a shit. People are going to go to the bathroom and take a mean old shit. And hope that the match is over after they finish their shit. Or they go to the merchandise stand or the hot dog stand and grab a hot dog and a beer and a soda and hope the match is over by the time they come back. It is what it is. But at least it's great to see the Big Show in a match. I don't give a shit if it's crappy. So, fuck you, marks out there. That's what I say about that. This segment I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we got the Big Show against QT Marshall. And that's pretty much it. Excuse me. And I can guarantee, probably bet you that Tony Baloney and his son Chris are going to get involved. But Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo definitely getting involved. Right. The writing's on the wall right there. I mean, that's it. They're going to get involved. Big Show's probably going to either take him out or Tony Baloney and Chris Baloney are going to come out and take him out. And then Big Show's going to take up QT Marshall, take him by his scrawny fat neck. Boom! Choke slam, 1, 2, 3. Big Show gets the win. And then, they all celebrate. The fans are like, yay! Well, you WWE marks watching Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie yourselves. And the real fan there in Vegas with that fucking mask on and stuff, they're like, I'm going to take a shit. We don't care. I don't care. So, thank you for the free views, assholes. And it's like, come on in. Come on in and try to debate me. I'm a master debater. Ask your mom that one. And your girl. Because I'm a master debater on her titties. On their titties, I should say. Not. Anyway, back them. That's all I got to say about it. So, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. All right, there we go. Backstage, we have Jade Cargill, who had a pretty decent match on Elevation against a jobber. It is what it is. She's with Smart Mark Sterling, and basically they're talking about the AEW's newest signee, Kiera Hogan, well, she used to have red hair. Now she's got like black. I don't know what color hair she has, but great to see Kiera Hogan in AEW, and she had a match against Hikaru Shida and basically got the crap kicked out of her. So anyway, Jade's like, great match great match on Elevation, or what's on Dark, I forget which one. Great match you had with Shida, but you lost. So basically, she challenges. She says, "I'm gonna face Kiera Hogan. I'm gonna face you, Kiera Hogan, on Rampage this Friday night in Chicago." So that'll probably be the low point of the match. The low light of the match on Friday night, besides all the stuff they got on Friday night. Moxley and Danny Garcia in the main event. That should be good. That should be a good match. I think they have another match. I forgot what it was. Oh, it's well, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll get that. All right, so yeah, Kiera Hogan and Jade Cargill on Rampage this Friday night. Should be an okay match, and that's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, let me hold on. I have a spot and have a problem now trying to get this thing here. Hold on, let me see if I can get it out of the way. Hold on. All right, I don't think I'm gonna get this thing out of the way. Get rid of this. Hold on. All right, here we go. Did I get it? No, I did not. Okay, yeah, I got it now. All right, there we go. Backstage, we see Tony Baloney with Don Callis, the Bucks, the entire Elite. Don's like, he's talking to the Bucks like, you've been so dominant as of late. You can go take your 2-week, go to Hawaii, go have fun. Tony's like, no. I got word from Tony Khan, and he says, he's sick of this crap with you guys. So he says that next week there will be title eliminator tournament. Why would you have a tournament? Anyway, basically it's featuring the Varsity Blondes, Gareth and Mark Quinn, Jurassic Express. There's Rey Fenix and Pentagon Zero Miedo. They're going to be in a tournament, basically a semifinals and finals thing. And the winners of that tournament get a world tag team title shot at All Out in Chicago. It'll be a one-on-one match. It's going to be contested in a steel cage, brother. So everybody's like, fuck, what the fuck? This dumb shit. All right, so the winner of that tournament gets the Bucks at All Out in a cage for the tag team. I think you know who's going to win this one. I don't have to say it. I said it last week. The Lucha Brothers are going to pencil in to face the Young Bucks for the belts, and it's going to happen in a steel fucking cage. And I think the Lucha Brothers are finally going to get those AEW tag team belts, and the Bucks' 1-year reign as champions will end. And that's it. But we'll see. You never know. Whether we got Andrade and company in the background, so we don't know yet. So I'm hoping that the Lucha Brothers win the tournament and they win the titles at all. And I think they will. All right, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, let me just get okay. We're almost done. What was done? All right, after that we get a segment with Belch. No, we get a segment with Taz and his son Hook. They introduce the FTW champion Ricky Starks. Comes to the stage. He says, I've held this belt for a very long time. You only held a belt for 3 weeks, you fucking idiot. Long time. 3 weeks is a long time. Ricky. Oh, Ricky. Oh, Ricky, you're so fat. Oh, no. Anyway, so yeah, he said that crap. I was like, 3 weeks is a long time. So he's like, Brian Cage, get your ass out here so we can have a one-on-one talk. So we cut to the back. We see Powerhouse Will Hobbs standing over Brian Cage. I guess he beat him up in the back and stuff. So he picks him up. Then Brian Cage They fight. They go back and forth fighting. They start going at it, and then Ricky's like, cut the video, get out of here, let's go. They run to the back, and then Hook and Taz like, well, we're out of here too. So that's it. So I was like, okay, what was the point of this segment? You know. So I gave that. I think that was the low light of the night. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. It wasn't really needed. You could have put that on Dark or something like that. I mean, come on. But I guess you needed a filler, and it is what it is. Anyway, so then we go backstage. Tony Baloney's again backstage. I mean, what the hell is freaking Alex Marvez when you need him? Anyway, so Tony Baloney's with Death Triangle, Pac, and the Lucha Brothers. Pac mentions their potential matches are all out. Blah, blah, blah. You know, Lucha Brothers against the Bucks. Maybe Pac against Andrade. Blah, blah, blah. Pac says the pay-per-view will be a perfect place for his match against Andrade. He said it's the same place he destroyed Kenny Omega at all in, not all out, all in. Pac, remember that one? But basically on 2 weeks' notice because he was supposed to fight. It was supposed to be Pac, not Pac. Sorry, Kenny versus it was Kenny versus Moxley at All Out 1, I think it was. And then Moxley got that staph infection stuffed, and they pulled him out, and they pulled Pac in, and Pac beat him at All Out. Shockingly, I don't know how he did it, but anyway. So he's like, I beat you with 2 weeks' notice. So he says he wonders what chance Andrade has against him. And then we see Andrade, Chavo, and that mystery guy, the assistant or whatever he is. They come in. You know, Andrade says if Pac wants to match, you know, well, we have some conditions, if you will, and your food is ready. Then the assistant pulls out a giant stack of papers. It's like, read this. So I was like, it felt like I was like 1,000 pages. I don't know, something like that. Probably in all Spanish too. So anyway, Chavo tells the Lucha Brothers, you know, says, well, you'll never be champions if you're with, you know, your buddy Pac. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So looks like, you know, we got our basically we kind of teased, you know, the tag title match with the Lucha Brothers and then the Bucks. Like I said, that's a spoiler for you. The Lucha Brothers are going to win next week over Private Party and no. Yeah, I think it's Private Party and Jurassic Express on Rampage next Friday, and on Dynamite next week is the Lucha Brothers against the Varsity Blondes. Wow, give them a good bye to the fucking finals. That's that. I think it's going to be Private Party and Jurassic Express in the finals, which is going to be on the Go Home show on the September 1st show for or maybe it might be on Rampage that week, though I don't know. But in the finals, we're probably going to have Jurassic Express and the Lucha Brothers. And the Lucha Brothers are going to win, face the Bucks at All Out in the cage, and they're going to win the belts. But we'll see what happens with that. And it looks like maybe the Elite will lose all their belts by that time, because Victory Road's coming up for TNA. Oh, it's called, sorry, Impact. They already taped it already. So it is what it is. And that's that. I think well, Christian retired the TNA belt, not the Impact belts. The Impact belt's still there, but he retired the TNA belt. And I think they had he's supposed to fight Brian Myers on Friday for, you know, on Emergence, and then Victory Roads after that. So I already taped that. So he basically won that match, looks like. Basically won that match. And then I think they have another number one contenders thing going into Victory Road. And yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. And see who after Brian Myers, who's next in line for that belt. I think they had I thought they had another Battle Royal, and I forgot who won it. But it is what it is. So yeah, so that's that. And we move on. All right, just check something real quick. And okay, we're gonna finish up pretty soon. Time for all these videos coming up in the next couple of days. I got 2 reviews to do. Then I got Impact, you know, next week. You know, next week's Dynamite and NXT. Then I got the week after that, and then I got All Out to do. And I got more reviews to do. So probably be the next few reviews. Either I'm gonna go live and maybe go like an hour, hour and a half at most. But if not, I'll probably just go on the phone and do like a quickie review, like a thoughts review, thoughts thing. You know, like give you my thoughts and my thoughts. You understand? And all that stuff. But we'll see what happens. I don't have enough time on StreamYard to do every video over the next couple weeks, but we'll see. We're almost at 2 hours now, so I want to try to keep everything down to about an hour and a half at most, but we'll see. All right, so we'll see what happens with Pac and on Friday as they head into All Out and see if the Lucha Brothers can win the tournament. Like I said, I think they will win the tournament, and we'll see. That's that. And like I mentioned before, the Lucha Brothers get the Varsity Blondes on Dynamite next week, and Private Party will face Jurassic Express next Friday night on Rampage, episode 3. And that's it. And we'll see what happens with that. Then we go to our next match. We have Super Bad, hot as fuck, Penelope Ford taking on Thundercats. Thunder Rosa, not that Rosa, but Thunder Rosa. Match was all right. Where the hell is Kip Sabian? Is he still injured with that wrist injury that he got from Miro? We haven't seen him in months. Well, at least we see Penelope Ford and her big tatas. It is what it is. Then we see, Thunder Rosa, Melanie Cervantes, that's her real name. And her, hot as fuck ass. Woo, boy. Just really, no tig tatas, but, no offense, but, she has a great ass. That's what happens when, she's Mexican. Rose is Mexican, too. But Rose has got a nice boobies and a nice buttocks, too. I don't care if it is saggy. The boobies. I don't care if they're saggy. I don't care. At least they're real, unlike your girlfriends who have fake titties and they work at the strip club. Ain't that right there, Nick? But I digress. Anyway, we get to this match, and it was all right. Kind of went back and forth. They go to the floor for a little bit. Penelope was able to hit a running Gilmore Kata on Thunder Rosa on the floor. Ow. And then they beat each other up inside the ring. Long story short, we're getting to the end, and Thunder Rosa with a couple of spins, a Death Valley driver for a near fall. Penelope gets up, hits a knee backbreaker on Thunder Rosa. Tries for the Muta lock. She does it pretty good. She locks it in. She tries for it on Thunder Rosa. She got it once, but tries for it again. Thunder Rosa rolls over, locks in a submission of her own, and Penelope taps out. So Thunder Rosa gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Excuse me. All right, it's raining outside now. So that's what it says on my computer. 77 degrees and raining right now. So I don't know if it's raining hard or it's just raining. It's supposed to rain. They said overnight, like I said, but thankfully now it's going to rain. I don't care. There's nothing on TV, so my satellite goes out. I don't give a shit. I can just watch DVR. I can watch Netflix. I've been watching Fear Street. I watched the first 3 episodes of Fear Street. Not the greatest horror thing I've seen, but it's not that bad. It is what it is. I'm just like picking and choosing things on Netflix to freaking watch because really there's not much to watch on Netflix that's great. And I've been watching Heels on Stars because I got Stars on a free preview. So I've been watching Heels, with CM Punk and everything. I binge watched the first 2 seasons. Not bad show. Not bad. Some good wrestling from guys I really can't wrestle, but Punk is in it, so that's the only thing I care about. But some good stuff. Good stuff. I think Stephen Amell's on that show too. But it is what it is. All right, after the Thunder Rosa match, we get a look back at the Malachi at the debut of Tommy and Malachi Black, Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him, at Road Rager when he basically took out Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes, laid them out. Then we go to the back. We have Tony Baloney, and he's talking with Arn Anderson and his son, Brock. Anderson. So basically, Brock's got a match on Dynamite next week against Malachi Black. Oh boy. So Arn's like, what are you doing? Are you nuts? And Tony Baloney's like, well, I don't know about you, dude. So Brock's like, well, match is signed and sealed and delivered, and I'm gonna have the match. So Arn's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to get the plot ready because Malachi Black is going to kill him. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, next week in Milwaukee, which means the good land. Does this guy know how to party or what? Okay. What reference is that, Nick? You know that movie. You know that movie. You know that line very well. Milwaukee, which means the good land. Does this guy know how to party or what? Okay. Well, we're gonna get out of here. No, stay on. Hang out with us. Okay. We'll hang out with you. We'll just hang out with you. And Alice Cooper. We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We suck! Wayne's World #1. I think it was #1. Was it 1 or 2? I think it was 1. I think it was 1. What? Yeah. Was it 1? Damn, now I forget which one it was. I think it was Wayne's World 1 when they go see Alice Cooper. And then, he was singing Feed by Frankenstein! And then they go backstage like, oh, look, we got passes. And then Chris Farley's there and everything. Yeah, it was 1 because it wasn't in 2, I don't think. Because 2 was with Aerosmith. Aerosmith comes out at the end in the car and then they sing, they're at the, they do Wayne Stock and they sing Shut Up and Dance and shit like that off their Pump record. When Aerosmith was actually good. Not that I said that, not great anymore, but back in the 80s and the early 90s, they were pretty damn good. With Permanent Vacation and those great songs they had, like Dude Looks Like a Lady, an Angel, one of my favorite freaking Aerosmith songs. And then they came out with Pump. They had Crying. I mean, the trilogy of Alicia Silverstone freaking videos. Crying, Crazy, and Amazing, not Amazing. They had a couple other good songs on that album. Eat the Rich, Shut Up and Dance, great album. Living on the Edge with Eddie Furlong, God rest his mighty soul. I think is he still alive? Is Eddie Furlong still alive or is he dead? I think he's dead. Or was I think? Am I thinking of the other guy? Maybe I'm thinking of the other guy that Jonathan, whatever his name was, the guy that played Bastion in Neverending Story 2. I know he's dead. I know that guy's dead. I will make my second wish. I wish you had a heart. God, that movie was garbage. Why did they make Neverending Story 2? Can somebody tell me that? Why they made that movie? It was horrible. Why couldn't they have the kid that played Bastion in #1? Why couldn't they have him in #2? And why couldn't they have the girl that played what's her name? The princess. We didn't know her name, and then at the end, he screams, "Falcora!" So that's the princess's name in Neverending Story. They named her after his fucking mom. And then Falcor and Falcor wasn't even in #2. Actually I think he was in #2. I think I don't even remember. But I think I don't know if he was in it, but the kid, the actor, the kid who played Atreyu, and then the horse. I don't even think they were in it. I don't think they were. I don't even remember. To be honest with you, I don't even remember most of Never Ending Story 2. I don't remember most of it. Because basically it was kind of corny. Having Bastion, face this witch, and the witch is taking all his memories and shit. And then, like, near the end, like, Bastion's like fucking like, I don't remember anything. And then he has one wish left, and he wishes for the witch to have a heart, because she had a black heart. And then he wishes for that, and the witch fucking dies. So he goes, oh! And she dies. Corniest fucking ending there. But number one is always the greatest one. Number one is great. With the nothing and well, there was two nothings actually. The creepy stone thing. Like, look at these hands. These are great stone hands, aren't they? Something like that. These are great big hands, aren't they? And then freaking Atreus like, yes. And then he fights the nothing, like big, creepy, just scary fucking beast-looking thing. He says, I'm a servant of nothing. And then we find out his name is Gamarth. Come for me, Gamarth! I might kill you! And he stabs him right in the fucking stomach. Fucking, when I saw that, when I was a little kid, I saw that thing, it gave me nightmares. Holy shit. That thing was scary. Oy, oy, oy. Nick remembers that. Remember that freaking turtle thing? When he's like, oh, cheer! And then Atreus like going 50 feet in the air in the mud after Artax dies. In the fucking mud. That was sad. That was the only sad part of the movie. When the horse died. That was kind of bad. Then he goes through the whole freaking thing in the snow and looks at himself in the mirror, and then he sees Bastion. I was like, what the hell was that supposed to be? So Bastion was basically Atreyu? Okay. I never got that whole movie. I never got it. But great theme song, by the way. Never Ending Story. Well, what with the I forget who sings that actually. What's his name? Lionel and Lino, I forget the name. He had like poofy hair, and I think it was German or something like that. Go look the video up. He's with some black chick, and they're singing, they're lip syncing, and then going like they're touching hands and everything. I'm like, oh, they're gonna fuck. We know. It is what it is. I think it's time to go to sleep, isn't it, Nick? I think it's time to go to sleep. Anyway, so we had that. So yeah, sorry, we get that. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, so let's get the rundown for next week on Dynamite. So we got Tag Team Eliminator Tournament semifinals. The Varsity Blondes against the Lucha Brothers. We know who's going to win that. Red Velvet taking on Jamie Hayter with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, at ringside with Rebel, of course. Matt Hardy taking on Orange Cassidy. Goddamn. And then Malachi Black taking on Brock Anderson with his father, Arn Anderson, at ringside. That should be an okay Dynamite next week in Milwaukee, which means the good land. So we'll see that. And on Rampage on Friday night from Chicago, the first dance, we got Jade Cargill with Smart Mark Sterling taking on Kiera Hogan. And then we got the other tag team title tournament match, Private Party with Matt Hardy taking on Jurassic Express. We'll see who wins that. And in the main event, John Moxley with Eddie Kingston taking on Daniel Garcia with Lee and Parker 2.0. So should be a pretty decent Rampage this week. It could be great if you know who's there, Mr. Punk. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, move on. Well, we got a couple of things to do, and then we're basically done. We're almost done. After a video from the AEW TNT champion, Miro smash CJ Parker pussy. Yeah. So, just a little promo says he didn't forgive Fuego del Sol, who got an AEW contract last week thanks to Sammy Guevara. So he didn't forgive him and accepted something he didn't earn, which is that contract. So anyway, Miro says if nobody comes for him, well, nobody comes to me, I'm going to come at you. So basically, he says, I'm going to come for you all. Then he calls out Eddie Kingston, and says that Tommy Beamer wants to talk. This could be interesting. Eddie Kingston getting a TNT title shot against Miro. Not that he's going to win, but it should be an okay match. The promos will probably be pretty freaking sick, but we'll see what happens on that. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then, second of the night, or the final promo of the night, go backstage. We have Jon Moxley. Says what happened earlier today. Now everyone, they're coming from basically out of the woodwork and everywhere. He talks about the Elite and Kenny needing so much protection. Then he says Hangman Page couldn't get the job done when it came to winning the belt. Well, I guess that was the match. Whatever. Then he tells Christian he's going to run through him and should have stayed retired. Then he says he really wants to show who's at the top of the food chain. Then he tells Daniel Garcia, he's like, is this really what you want? You really want to be in the main event on Rampage? Well, he says, he tells Daniel that the ringside doctor and the referee will be there for him, but he better be sure AEW is really where he wants to be because, well, this ain't no joke. So, yeah. So, it looks like, Moxley's back on his rampage. No pun intended with that one. So, we'll see what happens on Friday in Chicago. Daniel Garcia and Moxley, and I think Mox is going to whip his ass. And that's it. And then I think Moxley will move on, and he might have a date with Mr. Tanahashi at All Out for the IWGP United States title. But we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of Moxley, he actually trademarked 2 tag team names. He trademarked Switchblade Conspiracy, which was his old tag team name with Sami Callihan back in CCW, and he just trademarked the Switchblades. I think it was the Switchblades or something like that. I think it was Switchblades, which is probably gonna be another tag team. I don't know with who, but maybe if Sami Callihan comes to AEW, maybe they have to rename it the Switchblades. I don't know. So, but I was thinking, he trademarked that. I'm like, well, why didn't Jay White trademark his name? I mean, he is the Switchblade after all. Switchblade, I was thinking Jay White should freaking trademark his name. God forbid he goes to Vince. Vince won't let him use the Switchblade. That name. They're just calling him Jay White or call him something else other than Jay White. But I think Jay White's fine where he is in New Japan Pro Wrestling and partially with Impact. But that's it. And the Bullet Club keeps getting a little bit bigger. They got Chris Bay now in the Bullet Club, which is kind of cool. I mean, they don't really need Chris Bay. I mean, but you could use another high flyer if you will. I mean, you got bums like freaking Yujiro Takahashi and well, I don't know, Cody Hall's still in the group, but they got a couple other guys in the group that I really don't care about. I mean, the Bullet Club's not the same, that it used to be. With Gallows, Anderson, Bad Luck Fale, the Guerrillas of Destiny, who are still in the original group with Jay White. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, cat. I'll put you through a fucking table. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. We'll move on from there. All right, let's end this burrito up, and let's wrap up this burrito. All right, so Moxley is getting ready for Daniel Garcia. on Friday night on Rampage. And so I give that 3 to 5 stars. All right, then we go to the main event, the final labor of Jericho, Chapter 5. Jericho gets his match with MJF. This was okay. It wasn't great. But MJF comes out first, and then the Tron plays, and the crowd sings Jericho to the ring. I thought was fucking funny and nice. So basically, Jericho can't use the Judas effect in the match, or he will be disqualified. So blah blah. The crowd sings for him and everything, and he's smiling and everything. And Aubrey Edwards is in the ring. Be the referee. MJF is pissed. Why not? So they start off fighting on the floor. MJF then grabs the camera and basically does, what Jericho used to do, when he grabbed the camera and he's going like this and, going like this. That was kind of stupid. Gives the fans a middle finger. He spins around, sees Jericho, punches him right in the face. Then Jericho grabs the camera, gives the middle finger himself, and he smiles. He's like, hey, me. Then he goes to smack MJF with the camera, but MJF quickly gets in the ring. Jericho gets thrown shoulder first into the ring post. Ow. Then MJF then kicks away at the bad arm of Jericho, still hurt. Blah, blah, blah. And then Jericho knocks out MJF a few times. They went back and forth for a while. MJF goes right into a Fujiwara armbar. Jericho reverses into the walls of Jericho. He gets it, but then MJF kicked away, turns it over, and hits a kick. They go back and forth. Jericho gets tossed to the apron. MJF hits a pendulum pile driver for a near fall. Then he starts taunting Jericho. Knocks in a 1925 sleeper. Jericho tries to get out of it, but MJF blocked Aubrey Edwards, and then he hits a goal right in the nuts. He goes for the walls of Jericho. He gets it. Jericho gets to the ropes to break the hold. And then MJF looks for the dynamite diamond ring. Aubrey Edwards sees it. It's like, oh no, you can't, no. So she takes care of it, and then Jericho gets Floyd the bat, smacks MJF in the face with it, or in the gut with it. Then he's about to go for the Judas effect elbow, but he's like, oh fuck, I can't use that. He stops midway, and then MJF hits his version of the Judas effect. Then he locks in the salt of the earth. Jericho tries to reverse into a pin, but MJF rolled back over, locked it back in, and pulled back a little bit with more torque. And Jericho sadly had a tap out, which sucked. So MJF gets the win. He's defeated him 3 straight times. 3 times Jericho's faced him, and 3 times Jericho has lost. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Gets the win, matching a 3.25 out of 5 stars. And afterwards, MJF celebrates on the ramp. The fans start booing him. Jericho's holding his arm, and that's it. That's it. That ends Dynamite. And that's all I gotta say about that. That is what it is. I don't know what's gonna happen now with Jericho and MJF. There's rumors saying that Darby was gonna come out next week. And if MJF wants to get massive heat, especially in Chicago, or if he's on Rampage, it's not going to happen on Rampage. But if it does, Darby could have came out on Rampage and said, "I want to fight the best in the world," and then we all thought Punk is going to come out, and then MJF comes out to a humongous heat, and then Darby whips his ass. But they were thinking that, but not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, there was no mention of Punk tonight, except for Kenny with the Chick Magnet shirt, and then they were talking about Rampage in Chicago when they kind of brought up the card and everything. There was some CM Punk chants. That was it. Nothing mentioned at all. So I think that tells me and tells you guys that Punk probably won't be on Rampage on Friday night. So I think it's probably gonna be a big waste of time teasing it, and Punk's not gonna be there. And if Punk's not there on Friday night, we go to right before 11 o'clock. We don't see Punk at all. The fans are going to revolt. And I think the fans are going to turn on Tony Khan and AEW. I think that might happen. Maybe, I don't know, but I think if he doesn't appear, he's definitely gonna be at All Out. I have a feeling he'll be at All Out. But then they could, never know. They could tease. They might tease on Friday night, like they might have something that maybe they show his face or something like that, or maybe play his music. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen on Friday night, but they want us to watch, so maybe we see CM Punk there. But if he's not there, then well, Tony Khan has egg on his face because he had, he was on Busted Open Radio. I think it was today, well, yesterday, whatever it was, and still getting asked about CM Punk. He's not even giving an answer. He's not telling us anything, so he's kind of keeping it secret, maybe. So, who knows what's going to happen with Punk? Who knows? Is he going to be appear on Friday? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. And then after that, I mean, they're going to be in Milwaukee on next week, and then I don't know where Rampage is after that. Then the following week, they're going to be in Chicago, September the 1st, September the 3rd on Rampage, and then September the 5th is All Out, which I think Punk will be there anyway. But I think Punk's going to come out. I would think Punk, if he does debut, and it's going to be at All Out, he's going to come out right after the Kenny Christian Cage match. After, he's going to beat down, I think Kenny's going to beat down Christian Cage, and then maybe Jurassic Express comes out, they get beat up. And then next thing you know, the lights go out, and then everybody's like, oh my God, Punk's coming out. And then you hear the opening riff to Cult of Personality. The fans go completely berserk. And then, the lyric, the song goes, and Punk just strolls out from the stage, wearing something. Not the new AEW CM Punk shirt, because there is no shirt, you dumb bald fuck. So Punk will come out probably in, maybe like a jumpsuit or something like that. But he'll come out like with something, just come to the ring, and then maybe him and Kenny have a stare down or something like that to end All Out. And then we're like, oh, September the 8th is going to be a great freaking edition of Dynamite in Cincinnati. And then maybe the week after that, or the week after that, Bryan Danielson comes in. Oh boy. But I would have at least teased Punk tonight. I would have at least teased it. So to get more people to watch Rampage this Friday night. Right now, I think people I don't know about if Punk's going to be there. They're not really invested. I'm still going to watch it, but I mean, I'm like 50-50 on Punk being there right now. But we'll see what happens, and that's it. So that's all I got to say about that. So we'll see what happens Friday in Chicago for the first dance. And that's it. It's basically sold out now, I think. Almost sold out. That's it. All right, so that's it for Dynamite. I gave it 7.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, we'll finish off with Nick, as always. And then I'm gonna edit this baby up. I'm gonna wrap up a burrito, and then maybe have a late night snack. Maybe watch some Asian porn and have more sushi. I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably just go to bed because right now, because I'm kind of tired from that sushi. But it is what it is. No, I can go all night long. I can go for another round of sushi or two. Anyway, Nick says it's Wednesday night. Time to get sexy. Well, every night's time to get sexy. Especially on Wednesday nights. That's the best night of the week. Next to Friday night, of course, too. Nick's already a mod. Thank you. So we didn't have to worry about the trolls tonight. So it's a good night. It is what it is. Adam Cole to AEW, possibly. We'll have to see on Monday. If he's if he doesn't appear on Raw, then there's a good possibility he could be on AEW Dynamite this week in Milwaukee. But we won't know that yet. he might take some time off, and we don't know where he's going to be. He's a free agent after his match on Sunday. So, I mean, WWE can, Vince and company, Vincent Hunter and Stephanie can hammer out maybe a last minute deal for Adam, and Adam signs it like the night of Takeover. And then, but it'll probably be for the main roster, and you know what's going to happen to him on the main roster? He's going to be put in catering with Killer Cross and Keith Lee. So that's that. But if he doesn't appear on Monday night, could be a possibility. He could be on he could be at the tapings for NXT on Monday, and maybe Tuesday as well. Who knows? Then we'll see him on Tuesday night. But if he's not on not there on Monday night or for the tapings for NXT, there's probably likely he's going to be on Dynamite, or he not. Well, I don't know if he may or may not be on Dynamite. Like I said, he's a free agent, so he might take some time, to kind of explore his options and then see what happens after that. I would not be surprised if he's at All Out too. TNA said they're full of surprises, so AEW might have. I'm not AEW. Sorry, Impact might have Adam Cole, baby, but I don't think he would go there. He has so many friends in AEW, so why would you go to Impact? He has friends in AEW, has a couple friends in Ring of Honor. He even has friends in Japan. So he can go anywhere right now, and your food is ready, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with the saga of Adam Cole, baby, after Sunday, and that's it. I mentioned this. Samoa Joe carried TNA on his back from I think 2006, 2007 up to 2010, I think. Him and AJ and company held that company together for the good years of TNA, and then Hogan came in to fuck it up, and then Dixie Carter took over after Hogan and Bischoff left, basically almost killed TNA, and she had to get Jeff Jarrett and Billy Corgan and Anthem Sports to save the company. Man, just it's amazing that Scott D'Amore now with Don Callis have saved TNA. And TNA's been around for 20 years now, going on 21. Same thing with Ring of Honor, but at least Ring of Honor is a little bit better than TNA. Just saying. That's that. And we'll move on. We got a couple more comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Nick says both Ring of Honor and TNA have been good to Joe. I think his Ring of Honor run was great. I mean, not to say the TNA run was great, but his Ring of Honor run was great. 2 years as the Ring of Honor champion, the longest in Ring of Honor history. I don't know how any dumbbell does not know that. I mean, when I went to, I forgot what pay-per-view was when I did Ring of Honor trivia. I think some of you might know that. It was on my my Facebook page, and then people they re-uploaded it and kind of tried to expose me and everything, like because I accidentally said my real name, and I should have just said my Peter Gilmore, but it was in the heat in the moment. I don't give a shit. I just most of you people know what my real name is, and I don't really care. I don't want to. I just use I just use Peter Gilmore because it's basically my radio name and my stage name. I just don't feel like using my real name. But most people know my real name, but it is what it is. My real name, but it is what it is. But you still won't find me. It is what it is. And if you do, you look it up on Google, it's the wrong name. It is what it is, because my middle name is a J, not F, dumbass. So you're looking at the wrong person when you're trying to dox me and everything. Good luck. Nice job, dumbasses. So next time you want to try that, look up J. Peter J. Gilmore. Look that one up. Dumb fucks. And we'll move on. Nick says, yeah, I know the one who exposed himself on YouTube. Yeah, we know that guy. Who got really exposed. He got obliterated once again. Then he calls me. He doesn't mention me by name. He's like, he talks about fact checkers and stuff like and then he's like, he starts making fun, and then he's like, and then he starts calling people hacks and everything. So he kind of like, he's calling me a hack. You can call me whatever you want, you bald-headed fuck, but you're still showing your tiny little cock on YouTube. And you got buried by me and others in 2015. You're still fucking ducking me. And then people saying I'm obsessed. Oh, you're obsessed because you watch my fucking shit. That's why you're, you watch my shit. You're stalking my friends, fan of YouTube, Chase, Double Z, and everybody else. I know you're watching my show with your little butt buddies in the background, but you can't do it your fucking self, you fucking bald fuck. And whatever, and all the shit you get, you fucking deserve. Because you're a fucking fraud. You're a scam artist, you're a fraud, and you're a deadbeat. Get a fucking life. 33 years old, still living with his parents. That's just well, he's almost 33. He's gonna be 33 next month. So, yeah, go bombard him on his birthday show. Go do that, okay? That's all I gotta say. But call me a hack. I've been on here longer than you, dick face. I shouldn't even call him that, but dumb fuck. Been on here longer than you. I have more success than you. Not video wise. Well, view wise and sub wise, I don't. But I got something you won't have. And that's an army. You have nothing. Your little butt buddy friends and your faithful subscribers that are all fake. I have an armada. I have a legion. I have a prophecy. You have nothing. So bring it. Keep using your little butt buddy, subscribers. Keep using them because they don't know any better. But they'll eventually find out you're a fucking fraud. And keep using them to stalk us because you can't do it yourself. You can't fight your own battles. And then when you get all this shit that's going on with you and your fake ass new girlfriend, all that other shit that's going on, and you play victim and you say, watch what happens now. Nothing's gonna happen. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth, you Irish bastard. Fuck you, man. I will always be better than you. Everybody will be better than you. And like I said, I have something that you don't have, and that's 1.9 million hits. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. Take that, stick it straight up your fucking ass. You fraud. Anyway, all right, we got 2 more comments, and then we're out of here. Actually, 1 more comment. Final comment, you can't go wrong with eating sushi if you catch my meaning. That's damn right. Can't go wrong with any of that. Pussy is pussy. So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be Asian pussy, sushi. Could be Mexican pussy. Was basically Mexican pussy. Or the I don't know what we would call Mexican pussy. But it is what it is. You got that. You got the Dominican pussy. You got straight old regular pussy. Straight old. There's that running joke that I had when I used to work as a busboy for like a couple of months. I worked when I was like really young, back in my high school days. When I was living in Brooklyn, I worked at a catering hall for like a couple of months as a busboy. And I worked a bachelor party. Of all things, I had to work a bachelor party, an Asian bachelor party. And I would think, you would think that I would be working there, as a busboy. I would see, the bachelor party going on. They would have Asian strippers. Wrong. Nope. Had regular strippers, regular white strippers. But it is what it is. And then I'm working in the back and everything, and like, Peter, come here. So I saw like, some guy, basically going like, basically doing a Ric Flair, and was eating the sushi, if you will. So I saw that, and then I saw another stripper give a guy a lap dance. Like, Peter, get in there. I'm like, I can't get in there. I'm 14 years old. I think it was I was like in my high school years. So I was like 14, 15. I'm like, I would love to, see those big tatas, those fake tatas and everything. Get my super dick, ridden by a hot fake stripper. But it is what it is. So that was kind of like my first taste of real porn, if you will. Real sushi, real, seeing real pussy, you know what I mean. But yeah, that was the first time. That was kind of the first time I actually saw like real in like visual form. Like not watching on them. Well, we didn't have the internet back then in high school, but back in the day, back in like 90, 93, 92, 90, yeah, I think it was like 92, between 92 and 94, before the internet came around. There was no, there was no way to watch porn unless you go to the porno shop. You get the tapes. You had to sneak out of the video store, with the triple X tape and everything, and then you had to hide it from your parents and everything. Not that I did that, but that's the only way you could watch porn. Or if you got it, regular way. But I was like a 14-year-old kid, I'm working, I see real fucking, the real thing, watching, I would watch it on HBO and Cinema. Well, yes, we had Cinemax back then, Skinemax, So you watched, I saw it up close and personal. So back when I was like 14, so it is what it is. That was a good time, but I only worked there for like 4 weeks, and that was it. Basically, it was able to pay for my trip to Virginia with the church I was at. We went to Virginia, and that's basically how I did that job for a couple of weeks, and I made some money so I can pay to go to Virginia and everything with my my best friends in the church I used to go to. And that was that. So. But yeah, you can't go wrong with pussy. Doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, that running joke when I worked for that job was, my friend, one of the waiter, the wait, well, it was a waiter / bus guy. So he goes, Peter, just remember, when you see pussy, American pussy, up and down, Asian pussy, this way. Because you made the joke, Chinese people have slanty eyes and everything, like slanty pussy, but it is what it is. That's the joke. I mean, it's not a great joke, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, American, Chinese, or Asian. But it is what it is. I still think Asian pussy is greater than American pussy these days. And Asian, I think the hottest women in the world are Asians. There's some Americans that are hot too, but I think Asian girls are fucking hot. They don't understand the language, but they're like they'll suck your dick pretty good, and they'll fuck you like no other woman could. I give you long time. We have sushi later. You get my sushi now. I suck your dick now. You have sushi after. I love you long time. It is what it is, and I just wish I had if I didn't meet Rosa, I'd probably be with an Asian right now. I could have been with a I could have been with a mixed Oriental. I think she was one I was the one that I kind of don't tell anybody. The one I kind of messed around with when me and Rosa were kind of separated. She was she was Asian and I think Filipino. So kind of got that mix, if you will, but that was it. Yeah. I could have got with her, but now she's kind of different now. That's all I gotta say about that. My freaking Phone's going off. It's freaking 2:15 in the morning. What the hell are you guys talking about? Probably my group text, but it is what it is. I'll check that out in a minute. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Nick, thank you as always for coming in. Thank you all for watching, everybody who watched. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Once again, Dynamite! Get 7.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the dislike button. I don't give a shit. Subscribe to my channels. Follow me on social media. Share the video all over the internet and hit that bell. And that's it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching on this late Wednesday night. And I hope you have a great Thursday. I will be back. I probably won't be back tomorrow. I might take the day off tomorrow. Because I got stuff to do and I gotta have dinner with the parents tomorrow night. So if I am back tomorrow, it'll probably be maybe in a mini video. Maybe just talk about some random stuff. But I will be back live on Friday with your SmackDown AEW Rampage review on the Killer Demons channel. And then Saturday, we've got a big night, big day of videos. We got episode 201 of the Gilmore Chronicles with my SummerSlam review. Then we got your SummerSlam review after that. Probably won't go too long with that one. And then Sunday, episode 202 of the Gilmore Chronicles and your NXT TakeOver 36 review. So lots of stuff coming your way over the next week or two, next couple weeks. So don't forget, you got to hit that bell, because if you miss out on all these videos coming up, well, too bad for you. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard. And if you're not down with that, you don't like my show, you don't like my band, well, fuck you, man. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore saying peace out, rock on, rock hard. And until next time, peace. Ha! Fuckers.